A billionaire entrepreneur, Musk has built an empire spanning multiple industries. He has positioned himself as one of the most influential business leaders of our time. Elon Musk has long expressed his ambition to create an everything app, similar to China's WeChat, which combines messaging, social media, payments, and other services into a single platform.
We don't have anything like WeChat outside of China. So I was like, my idea would be like, how about if we just copy WeChat? Hey, copy them.
Buys Twitter, copies WeChat.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes.
After buying Twitter, one of the first major steps Musk took was rebranding it as X. Promising to champion free speech, he fired thousands of employees, reinstated banned accounts, and loosened content moderation. While some have hailed his move of buying Twitter as a victory for free speech, others warn that the social media site now enables the spread of misinformation. Blue Sky is among the alternative platforms that have emerged in response to Musk's overhaul of Twitter. Ironically, Blue Sky originated as a project within Twitter in 2019. Led by the then CEO Jack Dorsey, it later became an independent company in 2021, with Jay Graeber as its CEO, and is structured as a public benefit corporation. As social media users grow upset with other platforms, particularly Elon Musk's X, Blue Sky is growing in popularity. In a recent interview, Jay Graeber spoke about her vision for Blue Sky and its users.
Blue Sky is an open social network, so our goal has been to make social media more like the web. And that's the goal of, building a protocol instead of a platform. And the way that this plays out is, for example, we don't downrank links because we see ourselves as a portal to the open web, sort of a gateway where you can access the social web. And our goal is focusing on user choice and developer freedom. So users have a choice in what they see and interact with, and developers can freely build without us getting in the way. And the key to this openness is really the AT protocol, which is the foundation that Blue Sky is built upon. So we started off early on with a lot of developers, artists, journalists, scientists, people who are interested in trying out new social modalities. And recently we've had a lot of new communities come on. So the sports community is growing, for example, since we added short-form videos. And overall, there's a lot of overlapping communities on Blue Sky because you can really customize it to what you want it to be. If you want to just see, science news and cat pictures, you can make that your corner of the network. So we've grown from 0 to 32 million users in 2 years. Building any sort of social network, that's hard to do because every time you grow by an order of magnitude, you have to rethink how you're doing things, both organizationally and technically. And so the technical challenges have been huge, but at every stage we've rethought how we're doing things, and we've made sure that we have grown things in such a way that we preserve openness while scaling up. So that's involved some trade-offs, like early on in 2023 when we first announced that we had an app in beta. There was a lot of excitement, a lot of people wanted to come on, but at that time, our choices were to scale up in a more traditional way and, go scale things out on AWS, which would be very expensive, and would sort of tie us into a more centralized application. Or we could go ahead and execute on the original plan, which was to build out federation behind the scenes so that our internal services were federated, and then open it up to others. So we went ahead and did that. That took a few extra months, and then when we opened up in February 2024, we had a federated internal network, and we opened it up to federation with external parties. So now you can self-host your data and interact with the rest of the network.
In this interview, Jay Graeber wore a shirt with a Latin phrase which translates to "a world without Caesars." The shirt represented a subtle jab at Mark Zuckerberg, who wore a similar shirt with the phrase "either Zuck or nothing," which replaces the Roman emperor with his name. As the CEO of Blue Sky, Graeber champions an internet free from monopolistic control, where no single entity wields unchecked power. In contrast, Mark Zuckerberg's shirt, which exudes a winner-takes-all mentality, reflects Meta's dominance in social networking. Jay Graeber's fans liked the shirt so much that when Blue Sky started selling it, it immediately sold out. The company made more money in one day selling shirts than it did in 2 years of selling custom domains. But impressive as it seems, Blue Sky didn't push its domain sales very hard. Jay Graeber has quietly developed a cult-like following. Most tech CEOs are known for self-promotion and media appearances, but Graeber has remained somewhat ambiguous, communicating mostly through occasional blog posts. What makes her persona so compelling is the mystery of how she rose to the top of the tech industry. She often alludes to philosophical concepts and the future of social networking without tying them directly to Blue Sky. When a few corporations dominate an industry, they control what content gets promoted, how data is used, and even who has access to certain services. A decentralized internet, on the other hand, encourages smaller players to develop unique solutions. Graeber and Blue Sky align themselves with the broader movement toward an internet that is less dependent on a handful of tech billionaires. With a background in software development and cryptocurrency, Graeber was an early advocate for digital platforms that prioritize user controls and open protocols. While Elon Musk positioned himself as a champion of free speech, many have seen his changes on X as unpredictable and chaotic. By contrast, Jay Graeber has promoted a more structured yet decentralized approach, arguing that social media should not be at the mercy of billionaires or unclear corporate decisions. While social media naturally fosters political discussion, critics contend that X has amplified division, reinforcing echo chambers and hostility rather than meaningful debate. Despite its setbacks, X, which is now a private company, remains a force, and Meta claimed in November that Threads has 275 million monthly active users. Some public figures outright left X or reduced their posts on the platform following the election. Hillary Clinton and former President Barack Obama are the latest political figures to join Blue Sky. Under Graeber's leadership, Blue Sky evolved from an experimental initiative into a full-fledged competitor in the social media landscape. The world of social media is a high-stakes battleground where CEOs constantly compete for dominance and user attention. This competition is not just about the platforms themselves, but also about the personalities leading them. These leaders shape their companies' trajectories and influence the digital habits of billions of people. With so many platforms vying for time, data, and influence, the competition among the social media CEOs has become more intense than ever. Each CEO brings a different vision to the table, and the constant tug-of-war is sometimes chaotic and unexpected. Jay Graeber has cultivated an aura of mystery that stands in contrast to the hyper-exposed culture of Silicon Valley. Graeber blends technical know-how with a deep understanding of social dynamics. Fans and developers often frame her posts as pieces of a larger puzzle, part of an unfolding narrative around decentralization and internet regulation. As trust in big tech continues to erode due to privacy concerns and algorithmic manipulation, platforms like Blue Sky are gaining momentum. That said, competing with tech CEOs like Musk and Zuckerberg isn't just about having a great idea or technical expertise. Blue Sky is still in its early stages, and while it has drawn attention, it has a long way to go before it can match the reach and resources of platforms like Facebook or X. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel.